Welcome everybody to Showtime's Fight Forum. I'm your boy Showtime. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Please like, comment, and all that good stuff. Side note, I'm wearing this hat because obviously it's a bad hair day. I got to get my hair cut. Shout out to my barber. That's on me this week, but I'll see you next week. And also this hat, Black Dollars Matter, big facts. But aside the point. Today we're gonna do a run on from our Mount Rushmore. So I did a Mount Rushmore with the welterweights. I hope you guys liked it, but now I'm gonna do the lightweight. And also, I don't think I mentioned this in my last video, but I need to put a disclaimer. I will not be doing Mount Rushmores for the 125 pound, 135 pound, and also the 145 pound division. The reason why is because it's not necessarily the fact that it's new. I just don't think that there's that many innovators and people who I'll say are groundbreaking in those weight classes yet. Because I mean, in reality, if I do 125, it's gonna be what DJ. Who else am I gonna put on there? Benavidez, possibly. Then I'm just reaching Henry Cejudo. Then, like I said, I just I don't really like that. So once again, once those weight classes start to develop more and around each organization, we start to see more of the influencers and stuff like that. 125, 135 pound. Because like I said, even 135 pound, you got Dominic Cruz, TJ Dillashaw. Everybody else, no, I'm not putting you on the Mount Rushmore. I'm sorry. 145 pound, it's Jose Aldo and then Connor, possibly. Well, no, not possibly. It's Connor and then literally Jose. Oh, I don't even know if I would put Max, but maybe Max. But like I said, it's like 3. So I feel like the other weight classes have long enough history and a lot more bodies to be able to put a real accurate Mount Rushmore. But once again, it's my opinion, and every time I want you guys to comment, tell me who's on your Mount Rushmore. It's okay, like if you disagree with me, I don't care, it don't hurt me. But yo, like I said, I want to do lightweight. I believe lightweight has been for the longest the most stacked, toughest division in all of MMA. There's just so many dogs in that one weight class. The reason why the average athlete is around these people's sizes. So you're gonna get obviously more bundled up freaking amount of talent that's in that weight class. It's just like with wrestling. I remember wrestling, it was always like 141, 149 was always like the toughest weight classes because there's just so many dogs. Like the average wrestler at 141 or 149, if they went to like 174, they could be an All-American. That's how like it always felt. But yeah, back to my Mount Rushmore. My number 1. That doesn't mean I'm saying this person is the best. And I also got to put a disclaimer. My Mount Rushmore is not saying these are the 4 best fighters ever. That's not what I'm saying. My Mount Rushmore is saying these guys contributed. They're influencers. They changed the game in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, like I said, that is my Mount Rushmore. That's what that means to me. Because obviously you're not gonna do a Mount Rushmore with George W. Bush and Barack Obama. These guys are obviously like they've done their thing or whatever, and whether you like them or not, but yet and still you still have your Mount Rushmores with the Lincolns and everybody else that's in it. So my number 1 is going to be BJ Penn. I picked BJ Penn. I think that's honestly one of the easiest people to put. I mean, realistically, we know BJ Penn changed the game of MMA, period. Once again, he's the most fearless fighter ever, in my opinion. I don't think there is a more fearless fighter. If you're literally fighting at 155 and then you fight Lyoto Machida at 205, you're batshit crazy. I'm sorry, you're ridiculous. Also, let's be realistic. He's the top 2 lightweight of all time, in my opinion. I am going to do a list as well of each weight class eventually of my greatest of all times in each weight class and a pound for pound. But he's definitely top 2 in my opinion. And he won a belt at 170, defeating Matt Hughes in an upset. And then at 155, he dominated at 155. That was his calling, bro. At 155, you were not beating prime BJ Penn. And he also has the most title defenses. That eventually was tied for Habib, but he still has the most title defenses at 155. It is not easy to hold your belt that long. So easily, like I said, BJ Penn, easily my Mount Rushmore. Phenomenal jiu-jitsu, great boxing. I mean, beautiful knees, whatever tough as all outdoors. Before obviously the later part of his career when he started losing to any and everybody, you couldn't knock him out. You couldn't outbox him. The only issue was the fact that he just liked the fight. He didn't care to train. But like I said, that's my number 1. I had a hard time picking this because there's just so many people that I'm gonna leave out that I do believe also contribute to changing the game. So like that's like the Frankie Edgar's and stuff like that. Like I really wanted to put them on there. I mean, put him on there, but I just couldn't outside of the names I already have on here. But number 2 is very, very easy. Conor McGregor. I mean, at the end of the day, let me put this disclaimer out there. Conor McGregor is not even in the top 10 of all-time greats when it comes to light heavyweights. He's not. I mean, I said light heavyweights, lightweights. He's not. He's not even close in my opinion. I think he's what 1-2 in the lightweight division so far. But his impact at 145 and 155 and even 170 is astronomical. He's the biggest cash cow of all time when it comes to the UFC, MMA. He's literally up there with the Floyds and the Tysons when it comes to the attention garnered into his sport. I mean, good Lord, man. The guy is a megastar. He's changed MMA completely. How many people have we seen act like Conor McGregor after Conor McGregor? So many people. So, I mean, at the end of the day, his influence is ridiculous. And you can't, in my opinion, have a list at 155 and 145 without putting a Conor on there because he's changed the game. At 155 too, like I said, he may have lost some of these. He may have lost these fights, but we can't forget that the Khabib and McGregor, all the crap that happened in between that, with him throwing the daggone the sled or whatever it is that he threw to the fight afterwards, to everything that we to the breaking the pay-per-view record in the UFC. Like, I mean, this dude does 1 million buys with anybody. Doesn't matter who he fights, at what weight, he's gonna do 1 million buys. And that's not easy to do. John Jones, I don't believe, has done 1 million buys yet. And that's John freaking Jones. So like I said, easy, Conor McGregor. He's not the best person on this list, but he's easily an influencer. He's clearly changed the game. He needs to be on the Mount Rushmore. My 3, I was actually deciding between this person and also Gilbert Melendez. I thought that both these guys have strong cases to be on Mount Rushmores because they weren't just successful in the UFC. These guys have championship belts in other organizations and was the kings in other organizations, and then went to the UFC and had success. But this person actually won a belt for the UFC, so I gave him overriding. I got him overriding Gilbert Melendez, and that is Eddie Alvarez. Now, Eddie Alvarez, he's definitely an all-time great lightweight. We can't disrespect it. And it's weird with when it comes to Eddie Alvarez, because Eddie Alvarez, while all-time great, if I put a top 5 list out of greatest lightweights ever, he might actually be on it as far as accomplishments and things of that nature. But the funny thing is, I probably got him getting his ass whooped by every single person on that top 5 list. It's weird. But we can't knock his accomplishments. We can't knock the impact that he's had on the lightweight division. This guy's beaten the who's. He's won belts in so many organizations. I mean, it's you can't disrespect this man's legacy. Eddie Alvarez has one of the best resumes and one of the best legacies in MMA, especially in the lightweight division. So I'm putting him on my Mount Rushmore. My 4, it's Khabib. I mean, I wanted to put some other people in there that has more history and things of that nature, but Khabib is the greatest. Well, I mean, I need to get these words right. I'm tripping. The greatest lightweight of all time. I'm not going to debate that with anybody. He is the greatest lightweight ever. You can debate your mama, not debate me, because I don't really care to talk about it. It's obvious who's the best ever. He went out on top. You knew what he was going to do, and he still did it. I mean, he's unstoppable. The reason why I'm saying he's changing the game is because how many Russian stars are coming up after him? How many in the Khabib family is coming now, dominating the game, not just at UFC, but in other organizations as well. There's so many coming now. And now these Russians are honestly taking over the sport, man. These Russians are doing their thug thizzle. And obviously, I'm not saying that he started the Russian movement, because then that'd be disrespectful to like the Fedors and stuff. But I am saying that he changed the game for his family and that breed of Dagestan. And now you're starting to see so many of these dogs come out. So like I said, I don't really think that's really debatable. If you want to debate having Khabib on your Mount Rushmore, have fun. But I'm not really going to debate it. I think my list is pretty strong, but I'd love to hear you guys' list with your top 4, who you believe are the Mount Rushmores of the lightweight division. But that's my choice. These are my picks. That's how I feel. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please tell me what you think. This is Showtime's Fight Forum. Be blessed, yo.